So Simon, everyone's come through Captain's Run this afternoon, okay? Ready for tomorrow?
Yep, enjoyed the run out here. The stadium is looking really good. The surface obviously is a new pitch, but it looks like it's in good nick. And yeah, everyone came through and excited about tomorrow's game.
So the roof will be open and the weather forecast looks for dry for cold. So will that have any impact in your experience here?
I don't think so. We've played here with the roof open and the rain lashing down. So as long as it's dry, I think it's the same for both sides, and we have an opportunity to have a clean game which isn't affected by the elements. The wind won't be an issue in here, and if it's cold, well, I'm sure the players will soon warm up in the heat of the battle. So yeah, it'll be great if the roof stays open. It's still a fantastic stadium to play in, regardless of the crowd.
And of course, Wayne Pivac has success with your old club Scarlets. Difficult enough 2020, but what are you expecting from his side tomorrow?
Yeah, I think we can probably put that behind us and them. They'll be desperate to improve on their recent performances and results. But this is a new tournament, their opportunity to start fresh. They've had a year together now, and similarly to the same as us. So a lot of their things will be embedded. They'll feel like they're in a much stronger place than they were the last time we played them. So we expect a team that's going to come here and play us here with the confidence, playing at home. Again, not with the 70,000 Welshmen supporting them, but I think the way they like to play in the Scarlets, when they were winning things, they were attack-minded. They had threats across the park in attack, and I expect that to be no different tomorrow.
In terms of George North playing at 13, he's been in great club form. What kind of threat do you think he's going to pose tomorrow from that channel?
George is comfortable now, I think, on the wing or at 13. He's played recently at 13 for Wales in the autumn, and he looked really comfortable there. Partnering Johnny Williams in the centre, someone who is probably a little bit unknown, but highly respected and regarded as a young, strong young centre that is finding his way into the international scene, but can be a really dynamic runner, and the two of them pose a pretty abrasive midfield for Wales, so we can expect that they're going to come after us with the ball in hand. They're going to look to be destructive in defence with the size they've got in that midfield, and it poses us lots of questions, and I'm sure they'll look to pose us problems. Our challenge is to make sure that we're good. We can combat their threats, not just George and Johnny Williams in the centre, but obviously if they get it wide to Reece Samet and Hallam Amos and Lee halfpenny at fullback, then they have a backline to threaten any side. So our challenge will be making sure that we win those physical battles, and then off the back of that, hopefully nullify their kind of many threats that they've got.
And then just finally, Cardiff has been a tough place for Ireland to get a result in the Championship for the last few years. What needs to happen for us tomorrow to ensure that we get on the right side of the result?
We've often given Wales a bit of a head start here, and that's a number of times we've done that. Most recently in 2019, when they won the Grand Slam, they got ahead of us. Obviously the conditions were slightly different. There was a lot of rain and it was hard to chase the game, but we can't afford to give a side like Wales in home advantage the 10, 12, 15 points head start, which we have done in the past. And I think making sure that we win those little battles early on. The game isn't won in the first 20, but it certainly can be difficult to win it if you don't get on top of things and you give sides the type of head start that we have done here. So making sure that we start well, and that probably goes across the board for all games, but in particular against Wales, that's where we've struggled a little bit. We've given them a head start and we've allowed them to get momentum, so that'll be probably one of our priorities tomorrow.